Hi friends, so I'm Vishwanath. In this context, we shall discuss the topic of consignment. So, what does this consignment mean? Consignment is a business in which there will be two parties who are called as consignor, and the second party is consignee. In this business, the consignor is the person who will be sending the goods to consignee, and only goods are transferred to the consignee. That means only possession is transferred. Only the possession is going to be transferred, but ownership remains as it is with consignor. So here in this consignment business, usually any business proprietor or any business per person will expect that he or she wanted to start another business from in another place where there is much demand of the goods, but due to some inadequate capital contribution, he may not start the business, but he may appoint some agent in other place. That agent is called as consignee. Okay, consignee is called as agent, and consignor is called as principal. Therefore, there will be principal and agent relationship between consignor and consignee. Okay, my dear friends, that is the thing. That is the primary thing what we have to understand here in this consignment business. Okay, let us discuss now. So here we are going to here we are going to see the accounts which will be prepared in the books of consignor as well as consignee. So in the books of consignor, what accounts we will prepare are consignment account, and second one is consignee account, and the third one is goods sent on consignment account. So these are the three accounts which will be prepared in the books of consignor. First, let us see the pro forma of. But before going to see the pro forma of consignment account, goods and consignment account, and consignee account, let us discuss the general entries which we will be recording in the books of consignor. Okay. First entry is for what? For I am writing the headings. So narrations is not required. For goods sent on consignment, for goods sent on consignment, first let us write the headings. Okay, and later we shall write out the journal entries required in the books of consignor, and we shall and in the books of consignee. So these are the accounts which we will be preparing in the books of consignor. But in books of consignee, he is going to maintain only consignor's account. And one more thing in this the consignment is only the consignee will work for consignor for commission only, and the commission is also again divided into normal commission, that means normal or ordinary we can say, and the second one is del credit commission, and the third one is overriding commission. We shall discuss the simple normal commission or ordinary commission will be given for the goods sold, and electricity commission is given for the purpose of loss from bad debts. That means what? If any credit sales made by consignee and some bad debts may be incurred by him, so that should not be bared by consignor. In order to relieve from the bad debts, he'll be giving some extra commission. Consigner will be giving some extra commission to consignee so that the consignee should treat that bad debts. So that loss of bad debts will be borne by the consignee itself. And if any profits or any losses incurred in the consignment business, that will be borne by consignor only. For the profits or losses, for the profits or losses, consignor will be responsible. And one more thing here, you have to understand that ownership will be not transferred, only possession is going to be transferred here. Now let's discuss the second case is advance from consignee. This will this will be this the consignee will pay to consignor, because if the consignee may be a new person to consignor, then in order to get the trust from the trust of consignee to consignor, then he should give some advance, so that if any sales have been happened, then from that sales he can deduct his advance given. So that is what we can say it as advance. And the third and foremost thing is, third thing is here, 1 minute. And the third thing is here, expenses of consignor. In order to send the goods, the consignor will be incurring some expenditure, and this expenditure will be what? A non-recurring expenditure only. Any expenses incurred by consignor will be non-recurring expenditure. Okay. Why we are going to discuss about non-recurring expenditure? Because that will be used by the valuation of unsold stock. Unsold stock we can call it as consignment stock also. Okay. And the fourth one is expenses by consignee. And after that expenses incurred by consignee, after expenses incurred, then there comes the stage of the sale of goods. Okay, for the fifth one will be what? Sale of goods by consignee. Sale of goods by consignee. And for the sixth one is commission payable. Commission payable to whom? Consignee. Commission payable to consignee. And what? And for the seventh transaction is what? Here we will be valuing the unsold stock, unsold or consignment stock, or we can call it as stock or consignment also. No problem for that. Okay, unsold stock or consignment stock. Each one is profit or loss on consignment. Profit or loss on consignment. And the last one is what we can say it as balance due from consignee. So these are the entries which we will be recording in the books of consignor. These are the first of all, these are the transactions which we can record in the books of consignor. Let us go for taking the journal entries. Okay, for the goods and non-consignment, we write that, see, for the goods and non-consignment is like an expenditure. Any expenses which will be incurred by consignor and consignee, we will be debiting the consignment account. So entry, so consignment account at our to goods sent on consignment. Okay, consignment account are to goods sent on consignment account. And advance from consignee. Advance is like an income. Okay. So we can write here that we are going to receive the advance from consignee like cash or bank or bills receivable. So cash or bank or bills receivable account data to consignee account. So cash or bank account data to consignee account and expenses incurred. I already said that expenses when expenses incurred we shall debit the consignment account data. So as these are the expenses which are incurred by consignor, he will be incurring directly. So we can write to cash or bank. Okay, to cash or bank. And expenses incurred by consignee. Expenses incurred by consignee will is indirectly expenses incurred by consignor. So that means consignor will be incurring the expenditure on behalf of consignor. So this is also expenses incurred directly. So consignment account data to consignee. So for the sale of goods by consignee, we have to make consignee as creditor. So we can write to consignee account. Sorry, we have to make consignment account consignee as debtor because we have to receive the goods from we have to receive the money from him. So we shall make the consignee as debtor. Consignee account debtor to consignment account. We have to make consignee as a debtor and that is an income to consignment. So we can credit the consignment account. Okay, that is what we have to understand here. And for the commission payable to consignee, commission payable to consignee is like an expenditure for the consignment business. So we can debit a consignment account data to. So here why we will be making the consignee as we are going to consignee as a creditor because we have to pay the expenditure incurred by him by us by him on behalf of us, right? So we have to pay to him. So we will be liable to him. For this commission is also we have to pay to him. So it is a liability for us. It is a liability for us. Yeah, consignment account data to consignee account. Unsold stock on consignment. So consignment stock is like an so consignment stock is debit balance. So debit it consignment stock account data. Consignment stock account data to what can say it as consignment account. So consignment stock account data to consignment account. Okay, consignment stock account data to consignment account. So for the profit or loss on consignment, if we are going to get a profit, we have to debit. Okay, that we have to debit the consignment account. So make consignment account to consignment account to profit and loss account, and this is to be sent to P&L account when we are going to prepare the financial statements. Okay, and the next thing is the last entry. 1 minute. for the balance due from consignee. So balance due from consignee means we have to make consignee as a data. So what we can say it as, okay, for this balance due, we are going to write the entry as where we are going to receive the cash. So cash or bank account to consignee account. Okay, cash or bank account to consignee account. So for the balance due from consignee, we are going to write the entry as cash or bank account to consignee account, because we have to receive the cash. We have to we are going to receive the money from the consignee. So in the form of cash or bank. So debit the cash or bank, debit what comes in according to real account rule. So debit what comes in cash or the bank account letter, and the consignee we has to give. So we have to make him as a creditor. Okay, that is what we have to take here. And now we shall discuss the most important thing and the last and the final entry, which we will be recording in the books of consignor, is transfer of transfer of goods and on consignment, transfer of goods into trading account. Transfer of goods into trading account, for which we had the entry goods and on consignment account data to, for which we had the entry goods and on consignment account data to trading account. That means it will be appearing in the trading account credit side. So these are the entries. So I wanted to explain the entries once again. Simple. Any expenditure, any expenses, debit the consignment account. Okay, any expenses, debit the consignment account. Any, what are these incomes? Right? Unsold stock, of course, it is not an income, but we have to write in the credit side. Okay, and if any loss occurs, we have to write in the credit side. Credit the consignment account. So without no gap, we shall go for consignment account. Right? First, the consignment account. Simply, how you will an ledger account. See, learning the general entries. If you learn the ledger, will be free. So now comes the consignment. Of course, if he may ask, examiner may ask us to write the journal entries, or and both the journal records to be prepared in the books of consign or unconsigned. Okay, this is the consignment account. So this is the credit side. So for first what we have discussed, consign the goods will be sent by consign. So consignment account account, goods sent on consignment account. First of all, let us put an item. No. 1 minute. Please. Yeah. Let us put the heading that in the books of Consign or in the books of Consign or consignment account. Consignment account. And what are the two accounts remaining? This is the consignment account which we prepare in the books of Consign and consignee account. So the next account is consignee account. So consignee account. And the next one is goods and on consignment account. So goods and on consignment account also next account which we are going to put in the consigner. So let us incorporate the general address in this thing, and let us see in this video. Let us go for completing the ledger account in the books of consignee also, and also the entries which we are going to record in the welcome daily books also. Okay. To goods and on consignment account. Okay. Consignment account and to goods and on consignment account for the goods and on consignment. And for expenses incurred by consignor, for the second one, which is what advance from the consign. Advance from the consignee is entry is what cash or bank or bills receivable account that are to consignee account. So in this consignee account, you can write by cash by cash or bank or I don't know why this disturbance is happening. Cash or bank or bills receivable. Okay. Cash or bills receivable account. Okay. Number cash or bank or receivable. Okay. Okay, cash and bank account auto consignment account, and the third general is what for the expenses in the consignment. The consignment account and auto consignment cash and bank account. Okay, this is what we can say as consignment account and also cash or bank or yeah. So consignment account to cash or bank. Second, next expenditure is what by consigning on behalf of consigner. Is consignment account to consignee account. We write entry to consignee. And here in consignment consignee account we write by consignment. By consignment account. And next one is for sale of goods by consignee. We are going to make consignee as a data. So consignee account data consignment account and consignment account by consignee account. So consignee account data consignment account in consignee account consignment. Okay, 1 minute friends. To consignment account. And the next one is what by consignee has been completed, and next we are going to bring commission to consignee to consignee. And the next one is and for the unsold stock we write the entry closing stock or consignment stock account to consignment account by consignment stock account. For the consignment stock account to consignment account. And next one is what profit consignment we can write to P&L account. And one thing you have to remember that if any loss occurs, you have to write it credit side. And that's it. So this is the closing of the consignment account. And here for the consignees, we can credit to the consignment account in consignment account. This will be and next one is by balance by cash or by bank account or if there is any mention if there is not mentioned we can add carried on balance also by bank account for the thing. Okay, this is what we get as balance and that would be for the consignment account also. And here the goods and on consignment. Consignment account is the goods and on consignment. So in goods and on consignment we can write by consignment account. And in goods and on consignment we can write by consignment account, and the same value which we can send to trading account, for which we are then to goods and on consignment account to trading account. So this will be the closing of the consignment goods and on consignment account also. So that's it friends for this class. We can meet in the next class with another with consignees goods. So consignees in the books of consignee, how we will be writing the journal entries, and that we shall discuss in the next class, and also we shall do some simple problem based on this consignment business, and next we will be discussing some other concepts which are also common.